Welcome back to video number 2. This is our palate cleanser where we discuss the working royals and everything they're up to. There's a lot as usual, so let's just jump in and cover that, shall we? Let's go. We're going to start with William and Catherine. Stories have coming out that they're trying to win further support in the Welsh, Scottish, and Northern Irish communities. They want to hire an advisor to be part of their quote-unquote on-the-ground team. So the new hire would be responsible for William and Catherine's public engagements in Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. The article says they want the new assistant private secretary to specifically focus on Wales because they think it's essential that they speak conversational Welsh. These articles all talk about how William and Catherine want to support the Welsh language and culture in their own way and not just follow the customs that have been set out by older generations of the family. So almost 2 years after they took on their Welsh titles and after a testing year is what they're saying, William and Catherine are now going forward with their plans. So they've hired a large executive firm in the United Kingdom called Odgers Berndtson, and they have posted the job advert for the Assistant Private Secretary, Wales and UK on the behalf of Kensington Palace. Whoever they hire is going to be working alongside other private secretaries. They have to give written advice to William and Catherine and senior household officials and provide sound judgment on proposals that they're received. They will be responsible for their public engagements in those areas. And that sounds like a dream job for somebody. Good luck to them. Moving on, but sticking with Prince William, on September 24th, he revealed the 15 finalists for the Earthshot Prize. These winners are competing for a $1.3 million prize to scale their ventures. And there's going to be a gala in Cape Town, South Africa on November 6th, where 3 of the year's finalists are actually from. One of the finalists is this gentleman, Luke Haverhals. He's the founder and CEO of Natural Fiber Welding, and they create biodegradable natural fibers and ingredients to replace plastics across fashion, footwear, and automotive. Here's another finalist, Mr. Sant. He owns Aquatic. He's the founder of Aquatic, and it uses electrolysis to remove carbon dioxide from the ocean 99,000 times faster than nature can. The announcement was made at the Earthshot Prize Innovation Summit, which we know took place in New York City, and it was co-hosted by the Earthshot Prize and Bloomberg Philanthropies because former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg was speaking at the event. Also speaking at the event was Jose Andres, who we know is the chef and who's a new member of Williams' judging council, Jane Fonda as well. Matt Damon is also supporting the Earthshot Prize. In case you don't know, he's the co-founder of Water.org and Water Equity.org. And because of him, 68 million people have been empowered with access to safe water or sanitation. The people that were selected came from a record entry of 2,500 nominations from 139 countries. Remember, there are 3 finalists in each of the 5 categories, which are to protect and restore nature, clean our air, revive our oceans, build a waste-free world, and fix our climate. And also remember, when this first came out, Harry poo-pooed it off saying giving money to people isn't going to fix anything. I would say that he was absolutely 100% wrong. Moving on. Really quickly, it's being reported that when the Princess of Wales was seen last week in Scotland, it was without her children. Apparently, the kids stayed with Catherine's parents so she could get a much-needed break. Good for her. Next up, we have the Duchess of Gloucester. Last week, she visited the Tewkesbury Abbey. She met with people they're saying that were involved with the Abbey in all aspects of it. She heard about all the future plans. She took a tour. She looked at the architecture. And she laid a wreath for the memorial to Edward, Prince of Wales. Moving on. Also last week, we're moving on to Princess Anne. As the Colonel-in-Chief of the Royal Logistics Corps, she visited the Joint Helicopter Support Squadron at A Hangar on the Royal Air Force Benson in Wallingford. Princess Anne was greeted by personnel from the Royal Logistics Corps headquarters and the JHSS team alongside the Royal Air Force, which was celebrating their exceptional dedication to supporting UK operations worldwide. They were able to showcase the incredible collaborative work that they share with the Royal Air Force. Next up, but sticking with Princess Anne, she on the same day visited the Apparel Tasker in East London. By the way, both these visits took place on September 18th, and she went in her capacity as president of the UK Fashion and Textile Association. Now, this place was established in 2015, and the article says it was established to author ethical and sustainable approach to fashion while still giving high-quality garment production from an East London base. They took Princess Anne on a tour of the facility. She saw the cutting, the sampling, the 3D development, and all the pre-production stages to the manufacturing of fashion, tailoring, and swimwear. She also saw pressing and quality control. This place is 18,000 square feet, and it's supposed to be accessible as possible to different fashion brands because they offer a minimum order quantity of 100 per style, up to 3 different colors and 3 sizes per order. What's really cool about this place is they take pride. They have a zero waste approach to garment production. They recycle 100% of unusable textile cutoffs into new materials like insulation and carpet underlay. That's pretty cool. Even the packaging is biodegradable. They have eco-friendly packaging to make sure that every step of the process aligns with their commitment to sustainability. Now, of course, what visit would it be if Anne didn't unveil a commemorative plaque to show the visit? And she was also presented with the gift of a riding garment made by the company. Pretty cool. Next up, let's move to the Duchess of Edinburgh, Secret Weapon Sophie. So the first thing was on September 17th, she met up with Nancy Samari, who is a Tanzanian author, and she interviewed her. I mean, the Duchess of Edinburgh was interviewed by Miss Samari. Sorry. Nancy asked the Duchess of Edinburgh about her trip, about her different things. I mean, Sophie said, I'm here because I'm trying to prevent blindness. I'm trying to prevent this. I'm trying to prevent that. And the fact that I was able to come here and do all this is just a win-win. I loved it. And this girl, she's gorgeous. And I love that red on her. I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, the next thing that happened was Sophie joined the Alliance in Arusha. So what was going on was there is a new laboratory that is safeguarding different varieties of beans for food security, and it's helping to empower women farmers. It's called the Artemis Project. Sophie was able to go on a tour of some of the bean fields. Then, of course, she went into the lab where she was able to use a microscope to take a look at all the different varieties. Who would know that there's that many varieties? But there are. And, of course, it wouldn't be a royal visit unless Sophie unveiled a plaque. Lovely. No, I could be wrong, but it's my understanding that her trip has now come to an end, so good for her. And of course, a big thank you to Remoulade Sauce, as usual, for showing us all the beautiful things that she was wearing. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Hit the like and the subscribe button. Hit the bell for all notifications. Go down into the description box where you'll find the links to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, which is currently paused, my Amazon wish list, and a physical address. For those of you who've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.